guys, how's it going? In this video we'll be talking about the Sony 50mm f1.8. It uses the Sony E mount and it's a full frame lens. However, I use it with my APS-C camera, both of them. And here's why. First off, this lens is amazing for stills. Not so much for videos though. So on this one website they described the lens as dinky, and I think they cannot be more right. It's made of plastic, the build quality isn't the best, and the autofocus sucks. However, on an APS-C sensor, I think this is actually a pretty good deal. So you can buy this used for about $100–150, which is really quite cheap. And although it sucks at video, here I'm gonna put this on my camera just to show you. You can hear the autofocus. So if you put it on a full frame lens, it's what they call a nifty 50, which is how we usually see with our eyes. However, on this, on an APS-C sensor, it's an equivalent of a 75mm, which means it's quite narrow. It's a telephoto lens. So here, listen to the autofocus. Not suitable for video. I mean, if you keep it still in one spot, like how I make my videos, this will be good. But if you're moving, you're just gonna hear all the sounds, and it's horrible. Also, it's really slow. Like, the autofocus isn't even that good, so there's no justifications. I don't have a SD card in here right now, so I can't just take a photo, but it looks really good. Like here, this is what it looks like. You can't really see it because it's really small. For stills, for product shots, this is what I use in my videos. With it being telephoto, you get really flattering portraits. When you take photos of faces, it looks really good through this lens. I have a different lens. This is the one I just took off. This is 28–70mm, so this is just right in between, and this lens is so much cheaper than this one. Plus, it has the aperture of f1.8, which this lens cannot compare to. The only other lens I can somewhat compare is the lens I'm using right here, which is the Meiki 35mm f1.7. With the f1.8, you get a really blurry background, which emphasizes the focus. So if you're making product photos, you want the product to be the one that stands out. You want all of the backgrounds, other things to be blurry, and the actual product to be in focus. You can go to family gatherings, you can go out with friends and take amazing photos. You can charge them like $10 for a photo, I don't know. $10 for 5 I think sounds a lot more reasonable. This lens, you can do manual focus, which I think is actually the better way to go. I usually set this to manual focus. 1 second. And once it is in manual focus, you don't need to worry about the autofocus, but it still makes noises and it's horrible. But in photos, or just standard photos, you can, I think manual focus is even faster than the autofocus that this lens has. You just take photos, you do the wheel. It's pretty hard to learn at first, in the first 5 minutes, but after that, it's the easiest thing in the world. Especially with peaking. So this lens, you can take amazing photos for products, for people. This is what I use in my videos sometimes when I want to show you, say I want to show you my phone. I set it down on the table, take a photo of it, and I add artificial pan afterwards in Final Cut Pro to make it look like it was a video when it actually wasn't. Overall, this is a really cheap lens that you can buy for your camera. I think it's pretty good. It makes noises though, especially for photo. It works for video too, but just make sure it doesn't move, set it to manual focus, and stay in one spot, like how I'm doing right here with that f1.7 35mm lens. So yeah, I hope this video somewhat helped you. Again, this is the Sony full-frame f1.8 50mm lens. You can search up that name on any used markets. You can get this for really cheap. I think I made this clear enough. You see this lens right here? It's so dinky and horrible, alright? It's so bad. Look at the autofocus. It's so bad. Like, it hunts for focus, all that. And it... Like, come on, it can be so much better. But for just for stills, this is great. Like look at this shot. This is a great shot. Okay, look at Baby Yoda. Well, the background sucks. Here, let's look at my AirPods Maxes. Look at that. This is a great shot if you can wait for the autofocus to actually focus. Yeah, look at that. Nope. There we go, it's focused now. So, just based on what we have here, I think for stills, for product shots, this is amazing. Otherwise, don't do this for video, okay? It's not good for video, trust me. Unless you can stand this and also the focusing sounds. Well, if you can, you're a wizard. So yeah, if this video helped you, please press the like button, leave a comment if you have any questions, click on something on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.